In order for you to get anybody to buy anything from you, it drives from these three main things. Have you ever had a commercial where someone has talked about all the benefits and they go like, oh, and there's more. You can get this, and that if you buy X, Y, Z. So these are if a client is bringing objections, it means that you have not explained yourself properly to them. It means there's some stuff that you have not highlighted properly. They have not understand what you're trying to say, because that's what leads to that. The 10 simple steps that will turn you into a sales machine. In this video, I'm going to share with you how you can sell like a doctor. You see, before I start my property investment journey and started all my businesses, I used to work as a telesales, and what I was always trying to do is to try to sell things logically, hoping that people would buy it, or try to talk about features, try to do so many stuff. But I was really struggling to close deals. 3 months later, I get fired from that job, and I then went and did another sales, which was knocking doors, and I've learned these amazing things, and I've implemented that into my business, from making £10,000 a year to making millions of pounds within 12 months. If you can invest 5 or 10 minutes to watch this video, I'm afraid you're not gonna make it. So the first thing about sales is be genuine. Be genuine and authentic. So what that means basically, it's not about you trying to sell, making the sale all the time. You have to be authentic, meaning you have to be genuinely willing to help the client. And the way you do that is by having different sort of body language and asking questions to understand what the client is looking for, and genuinely listen attentively and pay attention to what they're saying, and also show a bit of care to what they're saying. And number 2 is what I call the discovery. So what is the discovery? The discovery is you learning about the client, understanding what that client is looking for. But in order for you to get anybody to buy anything from you, it drives from these 3 main things. The first thing, you want to discover what their pain point is. What is the pain? What is that thing that is really hurting them, and they really want to resolve that pain? So that's what you want to discover from your client. And the second thing that will really get them to be close is fear. What are they fear about? What is their fear? What are they worried about? Are they worried not being able to look after their children when they are older? Or are they fearful that if they don't get this certain product, they'll not be able to do whatever they set themselves to do? So asking these questions would help you understand where that client is, because in essence, you're taking the client in a journey. Just imagine having a straight line like this. And with this straight line, you're taking them through a journey, right? You're going to take them through this way and then all the way to your goal here. This is where you want to get them to, and this is your start point. Okay, you're taking them along that way. Number 3, tonality. This is important. This is one of the best things you could use in sales. What do I mean by that? Tonality, the way you communicate. We have warrior sound, where you can speak very, very fast in order to get them to what they want to do. And then you slow down very, 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 very down. And then you can communicate it. You can use that lover tonality. You can say, look, Mr. Prospects, if you buy this service, the only regret you would have is not to have met me 2, 3, 4 years ago. Here's the thing, Mr. Prospect. If you buy this product or service and isn't for you, you can return it, because you've got 30 days money back guarantee. Absolutely no string attached at all. You can see how I'm varying the tonality. I'm speaking fast, speaking in a mid-range, and then I'm going very, very slow. Because when you're talking to them that way and you're emphasizing the main point, get what? Those words is sinking into their mind, and they're kind of imagining how it looks like. That then takes me to the 4th point. The 4th point is benefit, not features. What do I even mean? Most salespeople, what they talk about, they emphasize on the features rather than the benefit. Quite frankly, the prospect do not care about the benefit. They want to know what that product or service would do to resolve their problem. So the future don't sell, but benefits sell. Oh, sorry for interrupting this video. I just wanted to draw your attention to a guide I've just created. This guide is for you if you're looking to start and scale in property investment, and you've got questions that you want to ask in order to start your property investment. This guide is the ultimate guide to start and scale in property investment journey. I talk about the different type of investment strategies. I also discuss the 11 ways you can raise finance to make any property no money down deals, and the type of properties to buy in order to generate a serious return in your investment. And I'm giving this book away for completely free of charge, no string attached, nothing, absolutely free. Click the link on the description of this video to get your free guide now. We've only got a limited number of these copies available as well, so click the link to get your guide now. Let's get back to our video. Number 5 is over deliver, right? Over deliver. So what does that even mean? So if you are looking to sell a service, make sure you over deliver what you're going to provide them. So maybe think, how does that work? Have you ever had a commercial where someone has talked about all the benefits and they go like, oh, and there's more. You can get this, and that if you buy XYZ. So these are the over delivering. Number 6, listening. This is important. This is one of the most important thing in sales. You got to listen more than you talk. What does that even mean? Have you ever been to a car showroom, or maybe you went to a clothing shop, you wanted to buy a suit, or maybe you wanted to buy a dress? As soon as you walked in, the salesperson started telling you, I've got this dress, I've got that dress, I've got this suit, I've got that. They don't even want to hear you. And that can kind of stop you from even wanting to buy the product in the first place. If you want to be a good salesperson, you want to listen. And here's the thing, God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth for a specific reason. It's for you to listen more than you talk. Number 7, logic. This has made me hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pounds. If you remember earlier when I said I always want the client to actually logically want to buy my services, I use this logic with my property business. I thought basically if I give them a logical reason for me to take on their properties, they can always hand the properties over to me, or I'm always be able to close deals. Next, number 8, turning objections to opportunities. Now this is important because any objection in sales is a step closer to closing your deal. And this is where lots of salespeople make mistakes. I'm talking about people that call themselves professional salespeople. As soon as they've got the first objection, they're thinking, whoa, I'm not going to be able to close this deal. Here's the thing. If a client is bringing objections, it means that you have not explained yourself properly to them. It means there's some stuff that you have not highlighted properly. They have not understand what you're trying to say, because that's what lead to that objection. If they objected you, it's very important for you to complement the objection, right? Say, look, Mr. Prospect, I really don't understand where are you coming from. I am glad you bring this point. Great question. Thanks for asking the questions. All these are examples. You can then go and say, look, Mr. Prospect, what do you mean by that? Can you explain what you mean by X? Could you elaborate by what you mean by X? Did you see it that way? Okay, can you tell me more? So these are the ways you can get them to open up with their objections, right? When they open up with their objection, you say, fantastic, but here's the deal, right? And then you then overcome that objection, right? Because perhaps you may not have explained something at the beginning or in the middle. Remember that straight line, you may not have explained that properly. So obviously they still have a bit of clutter there. So you want them to kind of elaborate on the objection. So you'll be taking mental note if you don't want to write note. And then you can say, I hear you. I understand your point of view. If I were you, I'll feel the same way. But let me explain. The benefit you get from buying this service, the benefit you get from buying this product, then you go, it's X, Y, Z. Does that make sense? You ask them that question because you want to get them into having a conversation mode. So, and then once you've overcome that objection, it'll take you a step closer to closing them. You always want to do the close, right? What do I mean by the close? So once you've answered that, then you can ask them, yes, Mr. Prospect, how would you like to make payment today? Is it debit or credit card? Because in most cases, objection starts when you're starting to ask for money, aren't they? Because they will be thinking about the money. Suppose they come to say, oh, look, your service is so expensive, you know? They can say, I understand that. Could you elaborate a little bit more by what you mean is expensive? And also, what are you comparing this with? Right? You get them to explain, right? Then you can go back and say, Mr. Prospect, are you worried about price or the cost? Because price is what you pay today. This is the investment I'm asking you to make today. But cost is what you would incur after buying a product. Because I may be a bit expensive. There might be someone cheaper in the market. We don't provide the same services. They may be a bit cheaper, but here, Mr. Prospect, they may not provide you the services we render to you right now. So basically, that's how you can communicate with them. And once you've done the objection, always ask for the close. Mr. Prospect, what email would you like me to send you access to XYZ program? They give you their email address. See, you're subconsciously taking them to the close. Fantastic. Mr. Prospect, what card would you like to use today? Is it a debit or a credit card? They're going to be like, oh, I'm going to go for debit card. Then you go. That's how you close them. That's how you get them to close. But here's the thing. Do not get scared of objection. I tell my salespeople in my team, never worry about objection. See objection a one, to remind you have not done what you're supposed to do at the beginning. And secondly, it gives you an opportunity to close them. That's how you close anyone that is closable. If you like this video or any of my videos, smash the like button, subscribe to my channel for more amazing videos. So, number 9, train your staff. Now, if you want to make millions and millions of pounds, you got to train your team. Everybody in your team should be a salesperson, from your administrator all the way to your accountant. Everybody is in sales. You can ring anybody in my company. They will literally help you sell a product or services. Everybody in your company should be a salesperson. You should train them, invest your time in them, work with them, understand where they're struggling, what their pain point is, for example. How are they actually closing your prospect? Find out, record the calls, go through the calls, learn and improve their way of communicating to your prospect. And here's the thing, if you do that, it would 100x, 1000x your outcome. Number 10, leverage. Now, this is important. Leverage is what gets you to 100x your income in the business. So what do I even mean? By having your staff working multiple times a day, that's another leverage basically. Because instead of you sitting alone doing these calls, now you've got 5 people doing the same thing that you're doing. So basically you have 5x your output there. If you've got 10 people, you have 10x your output. So that's how you want to be thinking about. But here's where you could use leverage at your advantage. You've got your staff, and the other people you have is your client, the people that you've closed, the people have become your clients. Here you have it. Knowing without doing is the same as not knowing. So if you ever worried about making sales, go back and watch this video. If you want to watch this video more than 10, 15 times, go 100 times. It is up to you. Believe you me, it will transform the way you think about selling, because selling is all about serving. Selling is all about understanding who your client is and how you can serve them in a way that they always would want to work with you. And guess what? Use the number 10, leverage you and refer you to so many investors. If you'd like to know the key closing words we use for our prospect, click on this video here to watch it. I really hope this video has been helpful. If this video has been helpful, smash the like button below, subscribe to my channel for more amazing videos. I look forward to sharing the next one. Thank you.